Rob, good to see you again.
Hey, Jim.
I wanted to talk to you about piano moving. So
Oh,
I know there's all different size pianos. I've seen pianos that are like $300,000. As a matter of fact, I saw a picture of SDC moving a whole bunch of pianos, I think from Austria here to the United States. I know that's not the average job, but let's say you have a beautiful piano, it's going with your household goods. And the piano is, of course, going to be a concern to you because it's like an investment, probably. Talk a little bit about that.
yeah. So we do move pianos quite frequently with household goods. We tend to not really ship pianos, just pianos we can, but not so much. Few of the considerations there are, what is the value of the piano? What type of piano is it? So is it an upright? Is it a baby grand? Is it a grand? What's the value of this piano? And that will sort of dictate what we think, at least. We have to get buy-in from the client, do exactly what the client wants, but what level of protection is necessary for the safe transit of the piano. So that could be standard basic, like for, a relatively inexpensive upright, let's say. Maybe it'll be soft graded, which is just really, really, really heavy corrugate wrap and then shrink wrapped, and it's just really, really protected heavily, up to building full wood crate for the piano itself. And we know how to do that, and we're experts at that. So level of cost of the piano, what the client would like, and then therefore what type of protection is really important. Um, Again, we really only ship pianos with household goods, so it's going to
Mm,
be in a container.
yeah,
Shipping a piano, what we call LCL, less than container load. No, we don't really do that. It needs to go in a container, so it should go with household goods as well.
yeah.
Um, the other consideration with pianos sometimes comes into play, are ivory keys.
Oh,
Now, yeah, there are treaties now and has been for years about the shipping internationally of ivory, and most countries abide by that, and some countries are very, very, very strict about that. New Zealand, Australia, for sure. You can't ship, and a lot of pianos have ivory keys,
yeah.
older ones. So the older pianos have ivory keys, and you ship that to Sydney, there's going to be a big problem. They're probably going to force it to be shipped back
Mm,
um, at your cost. So that's a problem. The only workaround for that sort of thing, there's two workarounds for that. If someone knows that they have ivory keys on the piano, they can be removed.
mm,
Um, that's pretty expensive. They're going to have to be replaced, not with ivory at the destination country. Or if the piano, most countries has a loophole where if the piano can be documented at over 100 years old, then it's exempt from that rule.
mm.
But let's say check with us very, very thoroughly first before shipping a piano that you suspect has or know has ivory keys. But that's sort of the rundown on a piano. We do it all the time. We're experts at it. It's a matter of what type of protection, what's the value, type of piano, what type of protection, um, and the value. And then we definitely want to address the keys issue.
Yeah. I've been in some luxury condos here in Florida, and usually what they have is a service elevator
Mhm.
that the workers and everything go up. A large piano, I guess it could fit in a service elevator, but some of them look so huge. I don't know. Is that what they use, or do they have to bring it through the outside, like through a porch landing area?
Sometimes it depends on the size of the piano, the size of the service elevator, and then if it doesn't fit and the client wants it to go, it's going to have to go back out the same way it had to have come in. If it can,
Yeah,
I mean, and the client will know that.
yeah.
When you got the piano, how did it get there? Did it come up the elevator? If so, it should be able to go out the elevator. Or
Yeah,
did it come up a gantry through a window or a balcony to the window? If it came in that way, it's probably how it's going to go back out.
yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, SCC would take care of the estimate of all of that anyway. That's where the information comes in, right? Where you need to know exactly where it's
Yes,
coming from, how it's, yeah, I
and
understand.
that's what's important. So if I see someone in a they're in Seattle in a high rise, and I see the grand piano sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm going to address that. I'm going to say, how did when you got the piano? I assume when you moved in, it wasn't part of like the cabinets.
Yeah.
Uh, how did it get there? Help me with that. Oh, they brought it up there. Okay, it sounds like okay, and I'll make a note about it.
Yeah. See, I only one person I know has a piano anymore. I mean, they used to be like a centerpiece in like some beautiful homes. You don't see them as much.
Yeah, I see them a lot. Well, a lot. A good number of times. A good portion of moves, maybe 10%. I see
Yeah.
pianos. I do.
Oh,
But
interesting.
a lot of them are upright. Just upright piano.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Not as many babies and certainly not as many full grands. Um, we still move them, but yeah, it seemed like a lot of homes have them. A lot of times people who are moving, they don't move the piano. They say, okay,
Yeah.
maybe something will be behind. So if it's an upright sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Rob, thank you for the information. I know if you go to the SDC website and you look up pianos, there's a picture of a whole bunch of them boxed, crated, I should say,
Yeah. Yeah,
ready
we
for
do
the
have that on
move.
the website. A lot of photos of piano examples. Yes,
Yeah.
so someone can take a look at the crating process of just how that's done and how protected a wood crated piano is. Yeah,
Yeah. Actually, before we go, I just a quick story. I unboxed a piece of art that was created
yeah,
for the first time ever. And it was just helping a friend out. And when I was taking the crate apart, I was amazed at how well this thing was packed with the
right.
frame and everything around it and the peanuts. And it had like those. I mean, just the advancement of packing. You can see the difference between a professional packer and crater and a
Yeah,
do-it-yourselfer.
sometimes, very often.
Yeah.
Yep,
All right, Rob. Thank you for the information,
you're welcome.
and have a great rest of your day. I'm getting ready to head out now.
Okay, good. Enjoy.
It's Saturday, so have a good rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.
Sounds good, Jim. Take care.
All right, you too.